Hello student, I am Professor S.R. Kale from Kekewa College of Food Technology, Nasik. I am here again with another video that is fruit and vegetable processing plant sanitation. This topic covers contamination sources, sanitary construction consideration, cleaning of processing plant, different cleaner and sanitizers, cleaning procedure and evaluation of sanitation effectiveness. We will see one by one. So, we will begin with contamination sources. There are four major sources of contamination in fruit and vegetable sanitation plant. The first one is raw material, second is soil contamination, third one is air contamination, fourth one is pest contamination. Raw material. The raw material exposed to many unclean sources and can provide additional contamination during receiving, storage and processing area. These may possess biological hazard or the contamination of fruit and vegetable with different microorganisms. Second, soil contamination. Most pathogens are introduced into fruit and vegetable are during harvesting and before irrigation. While this pathogen can be removed or destroyed by using sun dehydration method. Third one is air contamination. Contaminated air contribute to less sanitary raw product. Beside normal microorganism and pollutant found in the air, these mediums serve as a transport of pathogen. Infiltration of unclean air into the processing plant can be improved by the use of air filter. Pest contamination. The issue of pest contamination is majorly arises at the time of maturity of fruit and vegetable, and these pests are contaminated into the fruit and vegetable due to their outer layer or due to their protective layer. Second is sanitary construction consideration required for fruit and vegetable sanitation plant. The sanitary design features are necessary to minimize downtime and error for cleaning and stirring, to reduce the microbial buildup over premises and to set safe level during production and trigger an automatic cleaning procedure. Third one is cleaning consideration. The cleaning consideration of fruit and vegetable processing plant is mainly depend on housekeeping, waste disposal and water supply. Housekeeping. Housekeeping, it is related to orderliness and tidiness. The careful arrangement of supplies, material, clothing contributes to tidier operation, which reduces contamination and make cleaning easier. Waste disposal. Generally, there are two types of waste coming from industry, that is solid and liquid. If we treat solid and liquid waste properly, then we call it as a effective waste disposal. For example, solid waste. If solid waste is separated from liquid waste and it is transferred into the any safe place, or when we transfer solid waste into any processing plant like a biogas plant, then we use solid waste as a fertilizer. In case of liquid waste, if we handle liquid waste properly, then we use it as a effluent treatment. Third, water supply. In addition to water being used as a cleaning medium, also the water is used as a heat transfer medium in processing plant. The sanitary construction of water should be monitored daily because of bacterial content and organic and inorganic impurities. The bacterial content serve as a guide for acceptability of water for use in contact with food or any surface which is responsible for indirect contamination. And The effectiveness of water in washing the product or equipment is dependent on organic and inorganic impurities. Fourth subtitle is cleaning of processing plant. The cleaning of processing plant can be done by using hot water flush, high pressure low volume cleaning, foam cleaning, gel cleaning, slurry cleaning, cleaning in place, and combination of centralized by high pressure low volume and foam cleaning. First one is hot water flush. The hot water flush is most effective when we used it at the temperature of 60 to 80 degree centigrade. Usually we are using hot water for the removal of suspended soil and sugar, other carbohydrate and other compounds which are relatively soluble in water can be cleaned rather effectively with water. Second is high pressure low volume cleaning. There are certain areas or certain premises in food industry in which we are getting difficult to reach there. At that time we are using this method, that is high pressure low volume cleaning at the temperature of 60 degrees centigrade. Usually it is used for the removal of heavy soils. Foam cleaning. The cleaning compound is automatically mixed with water and air to form foam. Portable foam cleaning is used in cleaning of ceiling, wall, piping, belt and storage container in fruit and vegetable processing plant. Gel cleaning. Gel is an effective medium for cleaning of canning compound and packaging equipment because it clings for subsequent soil removal. Slurry cleaning. This method is identical to foam cleaning except that less air is mixed with the cleaning compound. A slurry is more fluid than foam and it penetrates uneven surface in cleaning a canning plant more effectively. Cleaning in place. It is most commonly used method in the fruit and vegetable plant sanitation. It is inexpensive and closed circuit system. Here, a recirculating cleaning solution is applied by nozzle that automatically clean, rinse and sanitize the equipment. CIP, that is cleaning in place, has application in vacuum chamber, pumping and circulation lines and large storage tank. Combination of centralized high pressure, low volume and foam cleaning. This method is more flexible because foam can be used on large surface area and high pressure can be applied to belt, stainless steel conveyor and it is difficult to reach in areas of canning plant. Fifth subtitle is cleaner and sanitizer. The different cleaner and sanitizer used in fruit and vegetable processing industry are halogen compound, chlorine dioxide, quaternary ammonium compound, acid sanitizer, ozone sanitizing, phenolic compound and UV lights. Halogen compound. Calcium hypochlorite, sodium hypochlorite, chlorine and its compound are the most effective halogen sanitizer used in fruit and vegetable processing industry. Chlorine dioxide. Chlorine dioxide can be used at 3 ppm level to control microorganisms in food processing plant. Also, it is incorporated in wastewater treatment for slime control in cooling tower and the typical use of concentration of this sanitizer is at 1 to 10 ppm level. Quaternary ammonium compound. These compounds are stable as a dry powder, a concentrated paste or in solution at room temperature. It is heat stable, water soluble, colorless, odorless, non-corrosive and non-irritating to skin. Acid sanitizer. Peroxyacetic acid is mostly used as an acid sanitizer for the control of microorganisms in fresh, cut, process and post-harvest fruit and vegetable flume and wash water system. Ozone sanitizer. ozone is most effective sanitizer as compared to chlorine because ozone is an unstable gas and readily reacts with organic substance. It sanitizes by interacting with microbial membrane and denature metabolic enzyme. It does not leave any chemical residue and under ambient condition it has a shelf life of 10 to 20 minutes. Phenolic compound. Phenolic compounds have limited utility in fruit and vegetable plant because of their low solubility in water. These compounds are used most frequently in the formulation of antifungal paint and antifungal protective coating instead of a sanitizer applied after cleaning. UV light. This sanitizing technique has limited utilization for equipment and processing and in storage area. But it has incorporated to reduce microbial growth on fresh fruit and vegetable. UV does not improve appearance and no adverse effect on stored fresh fruit and vegetable in a dark environment. Cleaning procedure. A rigid set of procedure cannot be adopted for use in every fruit and vegetable processing plant. Hence, the cleaning procedure it is completely depend upon the plant construction, size, operation, age and condition. The last point is evaluation and sanitation effectiveness in fruit and vegetable processing plant. It is completely depend upon sanitation standard and laboratory test. Sanitation standard. The sanitation standard derived through visual inspection and microbial count and can be established. Inspection can be conducted by the sanitarian or by a sanitation committee consisting of the sanitarian, production superintendent and maintenance supervisor. Evaluation should be made in writing. A form that uses a numerical rating system is considered the most appropriate. This is the evaluation sheet which used in food processing plant. This evaluation sheet it consists of name of plant, location and date. And the scoring system is based on the number 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 1 indicates that unsatisfactory, 2 means poor, 3 means fair and 4 means satisfactory. Also, the scoring is given to different locations such as premises, receiving, preparation, canning, cooking, storage, welfare facility and personnel. Also, another column is given there to write down the required comment. Laboratory test. It is important to identify microorganisms such as coliform, thermophiles and mesophile as potential source for spoilage which can reduce shelf life and certain microorganisms can cause foodborne illness. Laboratory test can be a monitoring device to evaluate the effectiveness of a sanitation program. So here we are completed with our topic that is fruit and vegetable processing plant sanitation. Thank you everyone.